Man, I'm just tired of this. Tired. Now, I don't know if y'all done watched the Shocked Air review from last week on Sterling on Cinemas, but in a timely manner, some type of incident, as you all saw, either on public live television at the time, or you were scrolling on Instagram and immediately you were shocked. Well, if you didn't see it, let me break it down for you. Oscar the Shark Slayer then swam from Shark Tale and then all the way to frickin' Madagascar and smacked the stripes out of my face because of something I said to Gloria. Gloria lives right next to me. This bitch don't even know who Gloria is. I just made a G.I. Jane joke, but I should have known it wasn't gonna go nowhere. Okay. Welcome to Sterling on Cinemas. Cinemas with an S, a dollar sign if you will, because I want my money's worth for the pain that I got 2 nights ago. But today is my review on Madagascar. Coincidentally, after the Oscars incident and after Shark Tale, which stars Will Smith. And this is me, Chris Rock, who voices Marty the Zebra, as you can see. And, God has an amazing sense of humor. I happen to be doing this review after the incident involving me, Marty, and Oscar the Shark Slayer, voiced by Will Smith. But anyway, that is not what this video is going to be talking about. I would just be giving my thoughts on the first Madagascar movie out of the 3 in this trilogy. So before I begin, you guys can just keep on subscribing, keep on commenting, whether it's politically incorrect or correct, but I will still just so find it funny, because I know how to keep my image, as you all saw. And, that's what comedy is about. It's about taking things for laughter, not taking things personally. So whatever you put in the comments below, as long as it has to do with the movie itself, I will just find it funny. I'll like it because Sterling will pay me to like your comment. and if you can, just share it with as many of your friends and your family as you can to help this man's numbers stimulate, skyrocket sky high. The sky is the limit, so let's make sure we go past the limit than what we were anticipating, okay? Now, Madagascar sees Alex the Lion, voiced by Ben Stiller, who is the king of the urban jungle, the main attraction at New York's Central Park Zoo. He and his best friends, Marty the Zebra, Melman the Giraffe, and Gloria the Hippopotamus, have spent their whole lives in blissful captivity before an admiring public and with regular meals provided for them. You see, I had grass. Not that type of grass, but I had grass because I'm a zebra, and zebras are all herbivores. But Alex had the steak, Gloria had the fruit, and Melman had prescription. What kind of giraffe has prescription? But while not content to leave well enough alone, I, Marty, let curiosity get the better of me and make my escape with the help of some prodigious penguins who are some of the best in this trilogy to help explore the world. Alright, listen. Madagascar is DreamWorks' second feature film that would turn into a franchise after Shrek. And while I do believe this trilogy as a whole will always be memorable for its recurring song, I like to move it. I don't like to listen. The voice cast in the misadventures. The first one was only good with a few select traits to begin with. The voice cast is some of the most amusing, and the voice acting is the icing on the cake. Oh, it's the icing on the cake. That beach at Madagascar was already peaceful and full of paradise, but the voice acting is truly the most blissful thing about it. Ben Stiller as Alex makes him sound as down to earth and as simplistic as the actor would normally be in movies at the time, like Fockers. Even when His only flaw being that he is a self-centered celebrity at the Central Park Zoo. Now, don't get me wrong, I just dealt with a self-centered celebrity 2 nights ago. But Melman the Giraffe might not bring any depth yet. I say yet because, if you see the second movie, you know what I mean. But his clumsy nature makes him worth watching more than listening to him going on about doctorate degrees and medication and bachelors. First of all, how you gonna do a COVID test on a giraffe with a neck that long? You can't swab your neck. You can't swab a cord down the giraffe's neck. They can use their tongue to do. They can test themselves with their own tongue. Their tongue is that long, so why can't they swab their own? Why can't they just swab themselves down with their own tongue? But Jada Pinkett Smith, for one, I apologize. As Gloria, but her voice performance as Gloria is like the tough love mother that keeps everyone in line whenever she is not boasting strong and physical attractive features. Despite being a straightforward deuteragonist, that second main character, I feel that Marty the Zebra is the center of the plotline. You see this canvas? This is exactly what I pictured with Madagascar. The sky is blue, the birds are chirping, the clouds are white as snow. They're more white than the white on my black and white straps. But, I saw it in my dream and now I was here. I'm roaming free. I feel like a wild animal and not a contract, not a more than just a zoo attraction. And that's what I wanted. But I'm not only I'm the man of the hour, Chris Rock, do not only voice this zebra, but what I bring to the cast is synonymous to what Eddie Murphy contributes as Donkey in the Shrek franchise. 2 black comedy goats voicing four hoof quadrupeds who are just funny as heck. Now, it was a little difficult to focus on Chris Rock's hysterical voiceover as Marty due to recent events. But even when he is giving some dialogue that could serve as hypothetical conversation between him and Will Smith, like I had my reunion with Marty, and I say sugar honey iced tea. Now that's only an inside joke for those that are watching, that it all stands for Oh, and Alex kind of crosses the line or draws the line, because we know I didn't do that 2 nights ago. I didn't want to draw the line, but Alex drew the line and said, this is your side, this is my side. And everybody is taking sides. And a lot of people are on my side because my side is the fun side. But it can still be all the more funny. So even if the story itself did not age, watching this moments after recent events made it a little better to watch than elsewhere, than otherwise what would have just been an average animal, which would have been an average animated adventure starring 4 wild animals. The narrative itself is not the strongest thing about the first Madagascar, but it tries to boast with Disney about the dazzlements of the widespread wonders of the wild. The rest falls into place as either being a win or miss, like the Penguins maybe winning everybody over with their Mission Impossible-esque routines and their tuxes, and King Julien and the Lemur clan. Come on, man. That can only be appealing to kids. Now, don't get me wrong. I like to move it, and not listen sounds better when I put Afro Circus in there, okay? Rotten Tomatoes gives it a 55% recommendation. Now, Madagascar can be seen as nothing but a food chain that starts with what did work all the way to what didn't work or did not age well. The top predators being the animation and the voice acting, and the plot is the only prey that gets devoured. So it deserves a 6.9 out of 10 because it's just really okay. It's better than Spirit, and it is miles away from being better than El Dorado. Meaning it is miles away from not being let me rephrase that. And El Dorado is miles away from being better than this Madagascar, even if it is not better than that masterpiece we call Shrek. So, that is my review on Madagascar. You can look forward to your boy Marty coming at you again once Sterling gets to Madagascar Escape to Africa, the superior sequel and the standout in the entire trilogy. That depends on how you feel about 3 Euros Most Wanted. But for those of you wondering how I felt, for those of you wondering how Sterling felt about the whole Oscar thing, watch this short thing. Watch this short last couple of minutes of this review. All right, so long story short, like Chris Rock said, Oscar swam from the Shark Tale franchise into the Madagascar movie, slapped the stripes out of Marty's face after he said something about Gloria, after making a G.I. Jane joke about Gloria. It's a funny coincidence. It was funny putting it all together because I love it when certain DreamWorks actors are in the same movie. Like when Robert De Niro, Ben Stiller, and Dustin Hoffman were in Meet the Fockers. Shifu, Alex, and Don Lino were in the same movie. That's a good example. But here's why I stand. Long story short, Chris Rock couldn't have guessed, couldn't have assumed, was never gonna assume that was gonna happen to him, and Will Smith could have dealt with that in a different way. But that's all I'll say. But either way it goes, I hope you all enjoyed that Chris Rock impression. This is very easy to do, actually. And I hope you all enjoyed what I had to say about Madagascar. And did it age well for you or not? Let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.